Hey there, Stephanie Weiss here. I just want to come to you and talk to you real quick about how to launch your Beachbody business. What you can do right away in the first few days up to the first 30 days to start to see that traction and that success that that we all want to see. So I'll walk you step by step of what I did to launch my business. I have a little some slides here that I put together for you. If you have any questions afterwards, please leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, comment too. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And then we'll go ahead and get going right here. So let's do a screen share. And all right, so basically the biggest thing with starting your business is that you need to just do it. Getting your business, off the ground from day one is like, that little bird that just flies from the nest. You just need to jump and build your wings on the way down. That's really what it comes down to. You need to get out of your comfort zone. You don't have to know it all. And that's, I think, a lot of people they don't want to, put it out there that they're doing a business because they feel like they have to know it all. It's okay to tell people, I don't know. If someone has a question for you, you can easily just say to them, you know what, I don't know the answer to that, but let me get back to you. Especially if you're doing this through Messenger or through text messages. If you don't answer someone right away, it's okay. They're not it's not like they're never gonna talk to you again because you didn't talk to them in those first, you didn't respond right away. And you can go ahead and find the answers to whatever their questions are. But the biggest thing with this business is that you need to just jump. Get out of your comfort zone, go for it right away. Don't feel like you have to go through every single training, just do it. And it's kind of one of my favorite quotes here, what if I fall? Oh my darling, but what if you fly? And that's the biggest thing, guys. Yeah, maybe you're gonna fall, maybe you're not gonna do everything right in the beginning, but what if you fly? And what if your business takes off sooner than you even thought it would? So sometimes you just have to take that leap and build your wings on the way down. And that's really what I did. My very first post as a coach, I don't recommend doing this, but I actually used this little some e-cards thing that said I'm under reconstruction. I did my first post 3 days after I became a coach. So I became a coach on March 20th, 2015. And on March 23rd, I put this post up. I had a pretty long post about kind of what I was doing, why I was doing this. For those of you who don't know me, my background, I'm a nurse, I'm a mom, I'm a wife. I work in a pediatric ICU, and I've just always had a passion for health and fitness. And so being a coach was something that was able to combine those two. My very first post, I had no idea what was going to happen. I didn't know the answers to anyone's questions. I had 31 likes and 58 comments on it, guys. I really just stepped out of my comfort zone. I would suggest that you, tell a story. You want to tell people kind of what what your history is. Why did you, what have you done in the past? Why did you decide to become a coach, and what you hope to, and what you hope to gain from it in the future. So have you gone through your own health and fitness, transformation? Have you decided to make yourself a priority and you want to pay that forward and help others do the same thing? Do you want to build a business for your family and be home with your children more? And do you want to show other women how they can do that too, or men? What are you doing? And then always have a call to action at the end. So you tell people what to do. I'm looking for this many people that I want to help, or if this resonated with you, comment below. If you're looking to make a healthy change, like or comment. So this is the first thing, okay? You can't expect that you're going to, I don't know that you're going to get 58 comments like I did on my very first one, but you have to put your first one out there, okay? Next, you need to tie into trainings. And so this is really big. When I started, there was no new coach training that my coach had. She sent me a few videos, and guys, and she was a top 10 coach, but we just didn't really have a training system in place. I really spent most of my time on YouTube. That's how I learned a lot of stuff. But the more you learn, the more that you earn, and your income is a direct reflection of the lives that you impact. So make sure you're getting on the National Wake Up Call. That's Monday mornings at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tie into your team calls. So whenever those team calls are for you and your team, tie into new coach calls. So sometimes if your upline is going to have a new coach call, make sure that you're involved in that. If there's a new coach training, new coach university, Beachbody now has the first 30 training, which is amazing. It tells you what to do in the first 30 minutes, first 30 hours, and first 30 days of your business. That is a really huge tool that you can use. And you don't have to wait for anyone to send you anything. You can do that right away. Look in your coach online office. There's a ton of training in that coach online office. And then make sure you do a getting started right call with your coach. So each coach is going to have different requirements for that. I have a certain training that my new coaches have to go through. And at the end of it, it tells them to text me let me know that they're done, and we set up a getting started right call. Okay, so that'll be kind of up to whatever your upline has with you. Now, setting goals right away, guys. Success Club Emerald and Success Starters. And sometimes we always think, it always seems impossible until it's done, and that's Nelson Mandela. And maybe as you're starting this business, you're just like, you know what, I want to do this, and then you start it, and you're like, no, this is impossible, I can't do this. Don't question yourself before you start. Give yourself time, okay? And don't expect that, you're not going to retire yourself in the first 30 days. You really need to give this a consistent effort before you decide that it's not for you. Because if you're going to give this 30 days and that's the mentality that you're going into it with, well, I'm going to give it 30 days and see what happens, you're not going to be successful. You need to be in this for the long haul and understand that this is truly a business. So first off, Success Club. This is non-negotiable, guys. You need to make this happen. The end. That's it. Okay, if you're not sure what Success Club is, there's a ton of trainings on what that is. But long story short, Success Club is you basically helped three to five people. Okay, so every challenge pack now, including Shakeology Home Direct, is worth 2 points. So if you help 3 people, you have Success Club 6 and you're done. So Success Club 5 is what is officially makes you hit Success Club. I hit Success Club 12 in my first 10 days. So by the time, I started March 20th, and by March 30th, I had hit Success Club 12. Brittany Leggett is another top coach, and she said that when they looked in April 2014, they found on average SC10 All-Stars earn 60% more money than SC5 All-Stars, and SC5 All-Stars earn 10 times more money than coaches who don't or just occasionally achieve Success Club. SC All-Stars rank advanced 35% more often than coaches who don't or occasionally achieve Success Club. Okay, there's a lot of benefits to hitting Success Club, including if you hit Success Club and your Emerald, that you're going to go ahead and get those leads. Guys, those leads are so valuable, and that's amazing. It's free leads, it's free money, and more lives that you can impact from, all over the country. Next is Emerald. So Emerald is finding 2 people who decide that they want to be coaches on your team. That can be 2 people who love you, who want to help you, and who trust you. One of my first coaches was my husband, and my second coach, I believe, was actually a friend of mine. And then my mom was real quick to sign up after that. I got them, to get going with us. Now, some people may think, oh, well, if you have to, get your husband or your parent or someone to sign up with you as a coach, like this is a scam. It's not, guys. This is just a way to launch your business and to get it off the ground. Believe me, I have way more than just my mom and my husband in my business now, but those 2 people got started with me right away, and I became Emerald. So I hit Emerald, I hit Success Club, and so by my second month as a coach, I was already getting those leads through Beachbody, and I could see the potential that this business had, okay? So guys, there's gonna be people who trust you, who love you, who wanna help you, and whether they sign up as a discount coach, or they sign up as a working coach, either one, guys, as long as you get those 2 people right away, you're gonna be rolling, okay? Now, the next here is the 3 vital behaviors. Okay, we've added a 4th one in also. So invite, be proof the product works, personal development, and then recognition is really huge too. So make sure that you are inviting people every single day to this business, okay? And I'm gonna talk more about that in the Power Hour and share with you some invites that I have used, but it's not enough just to put up that first post, guys. And for anyone too who likes my post, one thing that I do too is if you like my post but didn't comment, I will message that person, just say, hey, thank you so much for liking my post. I really appreciate the support. Are you on a health and fitness journey too? It's a very quick, easy, simple message to send to somebody that automatically kind of puts it in the direction of health and fitness. And isn't salesy, it isn't spammy. It's just saying, hey, thank you for the support. Like, I appreciate it that you took the time to like my picture, to show me some support. Are you on a health and fitness journey too? Okay, be proof the products works. This is huge, guys. When I first started with Beachbody, I had never done a Beachbody program before in my life. I had not done a program, but I quickly figured out, that I loved the programs, I loved the products, and I used to live in the gym. Okay, I was not a home workout person, but there are so many amazing programs. We've moved well beyond, jazzercise and step aerobics. This is, these are really legit programs, and there is really something for everyone. And then personal development, guys, this is really key. So I'm going to kind of go a little bit more in depth to this. So inviting, make it your own. I'm going to give you examples and samples of invites, but make them your own, guys. If it doesn't sound like it would come out of your mouth, it's not going to work. Don't copy. If you see someone else's invite that you like, save it for inspiration, but change it up. Go for no. You know, it's okay if people tell you no. I love it when people tell me no, because it just means I'm that much closer to a yes. And all that no meant was not now. Because I have had people who it took them over a year to get started, but I just kept asking and just kept talking to them. And they finally decided and watched me long enough that it was something they wanted to do, and make it a game. Know that for every 10 people you invite, there's maybe going to be 1 or 2 that join. That's a really good, you know, amount of people. 10 or 20% of the people you talk to. So don't talk to 5 people and say no one wants to get started with me because you haven't talked to those 10. All right, just talk to everyone. Try to get 100 people to tell you no, because if you can truly get 100 people to tell you no, not people ignoring you, not if someone says, you know, if they never even respond to your message, but 100 people to actually tell you no, you will have definitely found people through there that are going to tell you yes. Okay, so these are some of my favorite invites. You know, one of my first ones is just, I always add something personal before this too. I never just send this to someone. So I will ask them, you know, I'll talk to them, look at their page, see what's going on in their life. You know, hey, so-and-so, you know, wow, your kids are getting so big, or, you know, how's that new job going? Whatever it is that you talk to them so that they see you're not just spamming them with something. And then you ask them, I have a quick question for you. I don't know if this is for you or not. So that's nice because it gives them a little bit of an out. If they're like, no, it's not really for me, I'm totally fine with that. I appreciate when someone responds to me. I was hoping you could help me. Now, this is a New Year's post. You could use this also with summer coming up. You know, with summer upon us, I'm looking for a few new people who are ready to start living a healthier lifestyle and getting fit. I'm looking for those who want to make a change and really, you know, get themselves in shape before summer. I was wondering if you or anyone you know might be interested. I have a group starting up soon. I'd love to give you more info. Thanks, and I hope you have a great day. If someone responds and says, hey, it's not really for me, then I'm okay just saying, hey, thank you so much. I appreciate you getting back to me. You know, I hope all is well. And would it be okay if I checked back with you in the future? Most people say, yeah, that's totally fine. If someone reaches out to me, I want to make sure that I'm asking them questions. So if they say, hey, I'm interested in, you know, in what you're doing, don't just send them a link and say, here, sign up, or send them, hey, well, there's this Beachbody on Demand thing, and there's all access to all these programs. No, you need to start asking questions. Okay. Be more interested than interesting. If you're the one doing the most talking, then you're not setting down the right path. You want to make sure that you are asking questions so that when someone tells you what their goals are and what their struggles are, you can explain to them why what you have is going to benefit them. If someone tells me that their struggle is nutrition, well, I'm going to talk a little bit more about Shakeology and about the meal plans and the portion control and how that can help them. Tell them about the fact they have access to thousands of workouts is not what's going to help them, because that's not what their problem is. If their problem is finding time to get workouts in, then I'm going to talk more about our workouts and, you know, find out what they like to do. And, you know, it's all the same thing I have to offer, but I'm going to make sure that I'm targeting it towards their needs so they understand I was truly listening to them. Here's another invite. This is just, you know, another thing says, hey, you know, I'm reaching out to 100 people today. If you can just respond back, tell me no thanks, or maybe sometime in the future, or that you're interested, let me know. Okay, so feel free to use these again, but change them into your own thing. Be proof the product works, because I ran this business pregnant. My picture there in the middle is of me pregnant. You know, just talking about the workout that I was doing. I have a picture of me with my Shakeology. I don't recommend doing a ton of pictures like that. Maybe like every 10 pictures, you can have something where you are truly talking about a product. Other than that, you want to just talk more about the lifestyle. I'll talk about my superfood shakes. I'll talk about my home workouts. I'll talk about the fact that I can work out with my kids around, and, you know, that I can still get it done. Don't have to drop them off at a daycare. I talk about the support that I have with my groups, and I talk about my challengers and my new coaches. You know, I don't just every day go, here, buy my Shakeology. But every now and again, I will put a product out there so people kind of know what it is and they start to ask questions. Don't be salesy. Show that you use the product, but not that you are the product. And do not use Beachbody stock images. That's the worst, guys. Don't post a picture of Autumn. I know she looks amazing, but, you know, that's not relatable. You are the person that's relatable. And ultimately, you are not selling Beachbody. You are selling yourself, because people can buy workout programs from anywhere. But you are the person. You need to show them why they should work with you, okay? Personal development. This is huge, and I think some people really forget about this part. It needs to be at least 15 minutes a day. Go for an Hour is a good book. The Compound Effect. Go Pro. You Are a Badass. I Am That Girl. Jab, Jab, Right Hook. The Side Edge. Fearless and Fabulous. Fanatical Prospecting is another one that is really good. Guys, you need to attract what you expect, reflect what you desire, become what you respect, and mirror what you admire. You cannot help other people if your cup is empty. You have to fill your cup up every day, okay? So 15 minutes a day, whether that's a book, an audio, a training, whatever it is, it's something that you really need to focus on. Push groups. Get into a push group right away. Get into a push to Emerald, a push to Diamond, or a Success Club push group. Most coaches will run these groups every month. I'm currently in a push to Diamond with some of my coaches. I run push to Emerald. We do Success Club pushes towards the end of the month. Get involved in a group right away, okay? Don't ever feel like, well, I'm a new coach. No, get involved in everything that you can. And you need to push yourself because no one else is going to do it for you. Here's a quick thing kind of about how about how I run a power hour. So make sure that you have a list, okay? You can't just go without a list. So make a list during the day when you have extra time of who you're going to talk to, what you're going to do, and then get your computer out and start a timer. I highly suggest having a tracking system also. So you want to make sure 5 minutes you're going to post to social media. Make sure you get those posts up at least 3 to 5 a day. For 10 minutes, add 3 new friends to your network. So just go ahead and friend request people who look like you have something in common with. Go to 3 people's profiles to like, comment, send 3 challenge group and 5 coaching invites, okay? Make sure you're just sending out, whether it's these numbers or not. I kind of like to do the power of 3s. So invite 3 people, go to 3 people's profiles, send 3 invites, whether they're for coaching or for challenge groups. For 25 minutes, you're going to send 3 non-Beachbody messages. So these are called like, hey girls. Hey girl, how are you? What's going on? What's going on in your life? I see you have kids. How's your new job? Nothing Beachbody related. Just talk to people and be a nice person. Follow up during this time and respond to any inquiries that you have come across. For 10 minutes, go to your challenge groups. Guys, these people have gotten started with you. They are the most important people. You need to make sure that you are taking care of the people who have trusted you to get them going with their fitness journey. Comment, like, and post accountability. So your own accountability too. Show that you had your shake, show you did your workout, whatever that is. 10 minutes, you're going to check into your team page. So whether that's your team page that you have or the team page of your upline, training pages if you're in a new coach training. Check out the Coach on the Office for news, updates, and check your download. You want to make sure that everyone is still active, and if they're not, reach out to them and find out why. And then finish, you're going to update your notebook, contact list, and then turn off your brain. Guys, when this is done, you move on, okay? You cannot, if you let this business take over your life, it can very easily take over your life. You have to have set business hours and really try and do that from the beginning. And last but not least, guys, this is your comfort zone over here, and the magic happens outside your comfort zone, okay? It is so important that you are stepping outside that comfort zone and trying to become more, doing more for yourself and for your family, and deciding this is something that you really want to do. Everything that good that happens outside your comfort zone. So really make sure that you are pushing. But these are the steps that I used right away. I launched my business right away. I didn't, there was no paralysis by analysis. I just did it, and I grew my wings on the way down. And I've only, like I said, my very first month, I hit Emerald. I was Diamond within 60 days. I hit Success Club 10 consistently. I think my first full month, I hit like Success Club 28. It's possible, guys, to reach your goals right in the beginning without having to get through every single training and know every single answer. That's what your upline is for. That's what the frequently asked questions for. That's what team pages are for. So I hope that you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. Make sure you like this video too. Give it a thumbs up if it was good, and subscribe to my page. I hope you guys have an amazing night. Bye.